Welcome to Rauta, and today we have something different from the usual stuff. Not exactly metal, not exactly rock, but something in between, and then some retro-ish vibes. This one is sort of a post-rock release, and some of you are now wondering what the hell is that stuff doing here with Cherry and Rauta. Well, let me tell you this much. This band called Australasia is something that I have actually enjoyed before. I used to have a release or two for Imperium reviews, and as such, I was in contact with the band and told the band member that I am actually doing this kind of video channel nowadays as well, and he decided to send me this and like, what the hell, let's do it, two reviews. And here it is, Australasia, and this one is called Mercurio slash Argento, depending which way you want to pronounce it. As you can see, this is still under wrapping and I don't want to fully remove it. So I'm gonna just show you the covers here. This is, as you can see, self-financed, independent release with a couple of tracks. And I'm gonna show you to you properly with the insides, that is. As you can see, this one is featuring sort of a Medusa on the cover, and inside we have this nice colored vinyl. I guess this is called splatter color, some sort of, anyway. And as you can see, this one is having sort of a Medusa here. So one track each side, A and B, Mercurio and Argento, and that's it. It's a really nice looking package featuring some roughly 11 minutes of music. But what kind of music? Well, first you have to kind of rewind back to what the Australasia was doing before. So it's an instrumental band, and while it features definitely some metallic parts or say instruments, that is, drums, guitars, bass, it's also kind of a post-rockish in this phase when this mini LP is now released. But on top of that, the one that makes this different from many post-rock releases are the dominating keyboards, which are kinda synthwave, or should we even call them retrowave. That is very, very 1980s kind of a soothing synth leads even. Actually, the album is more built upon these synth parts rather than just guitar work, which is then again something that kind of starts to make sense if you look at the cover once again and you look at the vinyl. I mean, of course, cover art is one thing, but what you really get the feeling, I mean, when you take a look at this vinyl, is that this is not exactly looking like a metal release. It's more something different, maybe artsy fartsy stuff, but I don't know. In my opinion, this Medusa theme, I don't know why there's a Medusa theme in the first place, but it kind of fits the music very well, because this is something that you could imagine taking your boat for a cruise, setting into the sunset, just rolling into the ocean, and you would be just listening to this nicely created, kind of a beautiful instrumental post-rock, and just enjoying the waves and the sunset. Now, the downside when we are comparing this to the previous Australasia work, which I have enjoyed, is that this is missing something. And obviously it's not the vocal parts, because this is instrumental by definition. But there's something that kind of bothers me here. And I find it kind of hard to say, because some parts are just really nice and beautiful. Some of those synth parts and guitar work and drums, I mean, they're just right there in perfect position in relatively to each other, in relation, that is. But some parts are just like kind of filling the gaps, and that is something that I couldn't say I'm annoyed by it, but I'm kind of bothered that this is steering a little bit off from the path, or whatever you want to call it, is supposed to be happening. So while I totally can enjoy the music here within, and I like how this MLP looks like and feels like, it's not as good as some of the previous works by this band. However, if you are into post-rock or post-metal and you like to have it instrumental, there's no reason why to skip this. I mean, this is more goody side than just kind of stuff. So decent recording at least. I would say it's pretty nice even, but it's not the best that the band can offer. Anyway, if you're still looking forward to get this, well, this is something to please the eye and ear at the same time, so there you have it. Go check out Australasia from the links provided. And thank you for watching this review.